staying in a Vaishnav community, you know, we keep looking at people, as you said, from our own perspectives, our
Yes.
own understandings, our own conditionings, and we try to judge devotees. There is this judgmental nature that comes,
Yes.
and it, initially it is on the mental level, then it could be verbal also, and it leads to so many offenses among the Vaishnavas, which is like really detrimental to the path of bhakti. So what is like the way in which we can accept people the way they are?
Mm-hmm. You want to know the real answer? Accept yourself the way you are, and then you'll be able to accept other people the way they are. Whenever we're trying to analyze, like, why am I so judgmental? You're asking, we're judgmental. And so I naturally think, okay, if you're judgmental, I want to ask you why. Tell me why you think you need to be judgmental. Like, why? Because you don't have to. It's not a survival technique, but you personally need it. So why do you need it? Where's it coming from? And then you start to reflect. And one of the main reasons is you judging yourself, right? So Prabhupada said, okay, you can judge yourself, just don't judge others. Be hard on yourself, be light with others. But there's the tendency of how you treat yourself, you treat others. Forgiving of yourself, forgiving of others. Can't forgive yourself, can't forgive others. So that's where I would start and say, are you judging yourself? And most likely, if you have a bad case of judging others, most likely you probably are judging yourself, right? And my next question, similar question, is why can't you just accept people the way they are? And you might say, same thing, because it's hard for me to accept myself the way I am. Yeah. Why can't you accept yourself the way you are? Well, it seemed like my parents never did, or my teachers never did, or my brother never did, or I had this concept from early on that I had to be better than I was. I'll tell you another reason, which is really interesting. And it's all these reasons will help you overcome it once you realize why you're doing it. If you are weak in a certain area of your life or an area of your consciousness, you want to be around people who don't have that weakness because they strengthen you. You don't want to be around people who have that weakness because they strengthen your weakness. So when you're around someone who has the same weakness as you don't like it because you don't want to be around people with that weakness. So it's like you feel like, why do you have that weakness? That bothers me. Why does it bother me? Because I have it, and I don't want you to have it because it makes it harder on me. When you have a particular problem and someone else has the problem, when you see that problem, it upsets you because it reminds you of your own problem. Right? Like, if I'm overweight and I see another overweight person, it probably is going to remind me that I'm overweight and I don't like seeing that person. This happens a lot in marriage. When people first get married, their partners reflect back to them what's wrong with them. And it's not that they don't like their partner, but they don't distinguish it. They don't like their partner because their partner is just telling them what they're like or reflecting what they're like. So, when you know these things, when you can step back and say, oh, this is why I'm judging him or why I'm critical, then you can stop yourself because you realize it's not his problem. He is not my problem. I am my problem. He's just reminding me of my problem. So if you can do that, then it's quite easy to deal with because then you realize, okay, he's not going to change and it doesn't matter if he changes or not. It's not my issue whether he changes or not. What my issue is whether I change or not. And that's why Bhakti Siddhanta said, when others' faults misguide and delude you, then introspect, find faults in yourself. In other words, when you see faults in yourself and you work on it, it's the work, it's the real work. That's what can really help you. And to see faults in others, it doesn't help you at all. In fact, it harms you.